What's up, everybody? Welcome to today's video. It's been a little while, so I figured 2025 is a good year to start off with, especially with the announcement the other day of the Switch 2. Now, for me personally, I waited a little bit, needed some time to kind of delve into what I really thought about this new console, and overall, just talk about what I personally expect from Nintendo with this next generation console, and pretty much what to expect in the future because it's a good thing to see some new hardware from Nintendo that's going to perform a lot better and do the things that many gamers want out of this next generation system, and hopefully some things that I wish they improve on, especially when it comes to performance issues with the Switch that I hope they resolve with this new system. So, that being said, however, we're going to do a small update real quick first before we get to the main topic of the video. And that is actually what to expect from me. So first off, I actually have a video I'm making right now on something diabolical. Diabolical. Here is the box set to Ys Memoir Oath of Felghana. As you can see, this box doesn't look quite right. The pictures and images is off completely, especially on the back. It doesn't look right whatsoever. The images are just off. PS5 curves to the top of the box ever so much slightly. Apologize about the focus there, guys. It just overall, it's just a horrible box set. So much so, in fact, that I went out and found another version of the box set. You can see this version is perfect. Images line up correctly on all sides, front and back. Compare that to this here. See how the images don't line up at all? See how there's curvature on the top of this box? I don't know exactly what happened here, but I'll be making a video about this separately, an unboxing video for this game, because I'm pretty upset with that. That's probably one of the worst things I've seen in quite some time. But that's to be uploaded sometime next week. But this is the main video for hopefully tonight or tomorrow. And that is on the Switch 2. So what I did, I decided to go ahead and look at a live discussion on the video of the Switch 2. We would check out right now and see what this looks like. So obviously they're showing the Switch. One of the things about the system that I pretty much expect from Nintendo is huge improvement of performance. That's the one thing I've been harping on for a while. My issue with Nintendo is that they produce great games, but it's nice to just have that extra performance for certain third-party games to be more acceptable to play. But this is not Nintendo that we used to know during the Nintendo 64 and GameCube generation, where they pushed hardware with the innovations that they're known for. Um, Definitely changed around the Nintendo Wii with the motion controls, and the Wii U with the tablet, and of course the Switch with the hybrid functionality. One of the things I think Nintendo did do right with this generation is they tried to appease to a market that was split between the console and handheld space, and that allowed R&D to be more simplified down to just a system that primarily does everything in one place. You can take it anywhere you want on the go. You can play it in tabletop mode with friends. You have the ability to do all sorts of things with the system. Hook it up at home to your main TV and have it as a home console. And one of the things I see here in this intro trailer, or the trailer to the Switch 2, is that there's a new Mario Kart game. So that's one of the things I'm actually pretty excited about as well. I think that's going to allow people who have been wanting a new Mario Kart since the Nintendo Wii U generation. We're talking 2 generations ago. This game has been around for years. So that's really cool. And the main thing you see here is that Nintendo Switch 2 games as well as the original Switch games, all work on the system, physical and digital. That's cool. And of course, there's a Nintendo Direct April 2nd. Then they're going to have a hands-on event, so that's also cool. So a lot of these things are really interesting to me, for a variety of reasons. I would suspect that this is a good thing for everybody out there who is excited for this system, especially those who are big Nintendo fans. But the main topic about this is my expectations. What do I expect from Nintendo out of this? Well, for one thing, I expect obviously improved hardware performance, and of course other things to come out with regards to that special button they added to the right of the controller. Hopefully, we'll know more about that C button that they're calling it. Apparently, that's what it is, but we're not for sure. The other thing is what accessories that are going to be added to this. Are we going to be still using the Pro controllers that we currently have, or are there going to be new versions of the Pro controller that are going to come out? The hardware limitations of certain Switch games that do not work with this system. So there's many things that we'll hopefully get more answers to. But more importantly, I think the main thing is, will this new system, in the way it's called Switch 2, will this not confuse people about this being a new system? Because if you remember the Wii U and the Nintendo Wii, they pushed the control pad as the announcement to the Wii U. They didn't push the console. They didn't show that it was a different system, a new generation. It felt like an add-on. So what I'm hoping by it being called Switch 2 is that it differentiates it, I'm trying to say that word and I can't, shows that it's a new generation system, but at the same time allowing previous generation games to work on the new system. And I think that's important. If they can get out there and tell people that this system is a new system, it may look similar, but it's a larger screen. It has a larger Joy-Cons. I'm guessing they're going to be called Joy-Con 2s or Joy-Con 2, second generation Joy-Cons. And I'm hoping that will allow people to know that this is a newer iteration of the Switch, just like the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and so forth. People don't seem to be too happy with the fact that it's named Switch 2. The name's generic, but I think it makes a lot of sense. Nintendo did mention sometime back they want to keep the Nintendo Online account, games that you either buy or, like, say, their subscription service, connected to this service. And by them allowing this to continue on with the next generation, this makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense for gamers who expect their games to work either digitally, physically, with the next generation system. And the fact that he was able to compromise those things and make this possible, that I think is exceptional. What I am concerned about, however, is how Nintendo pack a punch this generation with all the sort of Steam consoles, PC handhelds that pretty much came out of this. This is a little concerning. We don't know how this is going to affect things because we have to be honest here. With those systems being out, there's always that possibility. So that remains to be seen if that affects anything at all. But for me, I'm excited. I'm excited for the Switch 2. I think it's going to be a great system. I am looking forward to it. Now, my Legend of Zelda Switch OLED that I have over there can go back in the box just to be relegated to a collector's item at this point. But more importantly, I just want to know an announcement, price, what are the games that will not work, compatibility. I know Labo, it's one that will not work. It requires the smaller screen. Even the OLED doesn't work with it. And I think there's a couple of other games like Ring Fit Adventure because it uses a certain accessory to the regular Joy-Cons. So they're smaller. And maybe a couple of other games I'm not too sure about. But I just know that this is exciting news. This is great news, especially if you're a Nintendo fan. Now, this is what I do expect to happen. With the fact that the Switch games are compatible with the Switch 2, will this affect value in any way? Will this affect games being more expensive later? So, for those who have not yet had the opportunity to jump on and buy more games for their console, I do recommend you do so. I do. So, games like the Grandia HD collection, I recommend you picking that up. Like importing Saga Frontier or even games like Sea of Stars. Um, and of course, Nintendo first party or third party first party. Like the Fire Emblem Warriors games or Xenoblade that you see in the background over there, Legend of Zelda, stuff like that. So I do recommend picking up some of these games and just be mindful that there may be new gamers joining the marketplace. They may want to entice themselves picking up older games. So if you have not had a chance to pick these games up, especially if you're a physical gamer, um, you may want to relegate that as an opportunity now to save yourself headaches later for games getting more expensive. Now, what I also wish Nintendo would do in third parties, which they're not going to, I would love to see more physical manuals, stuff like that in their cases. What I also hope Nintendo will do is keep the same case design so that maybe they can be more in line on the collection because people have always complained about cases changing generations. Maybe having more it being streamlined, make it fit in their collections a lot better. That would be nice, but I don't think the cases are going to be the same size. I think they'll be completely different. That's what I think. Um, what do I want else added to the system? I think if personally me, I would like to have the interface to have that charm that the Wii U had. Music when you're shopping through the eShop. Improvement in the eShop because the games are just all over the place. It's hard to navigate the Nintendo eShop appropriately. I've always complained about that. I've never liked it. Even now, I still don't like the eShop. It just a chore. It chugs. It struggles to find anything meaningful on that site. I wish that was improved and have that Wii U charm. That's what I want. I want that Wii U charm to be implemented in the next generation console. That's what I would like. But otherwise, I just want better performance. I want to know what's gonna be the launch titles that we can expect, price point, and of course release date, and maybe more games come out for the Switch that we have not got yet, like Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive. I have the soundtrack over there, as you can see, right, right there. Oh, oh, so hard to point when I'm looking at the mirrored camera, but you can see it. It's like, oh my god, am I off? There we go, right there. So I'm hoping that seeing more about Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, Xenoblade Chronicles X, um, more about that game and some other games we haven't gotten yet. I think the new Donkey Kong game, if I'm not mistaken. And just to see what Nintendo Switch 2's games are going to be, the third party lineup especially. That's what I'm excited about. I'm excited about all these things because I mean it's new hardware. We haven't seen it. It's 8 years. 8 years. I think 8 years. 7, 8 years? Yeah, 8 years, I think. But anyways, that's pretty much what I'm looking forward to. I hope you enjoyed the video regardless, guys. I know it's been quite some time since I've made a video. Happy New Year's, as late as it is, but Happy New Year's all the same to everybody. I'm going to be using the community tab to maybe just do like posts and things like that. If I get new games, maybe I could do a post there. I figured that might be the best approach to have more of a conversation with everybody when I'm not making videos. I will have a monthly pickups video coming soon, just like I did a month over ago, back in November. As I mentioned before, I may not have videos like that coming all the time, but do expect that as well. And I expect also my unboxing on this East Memoir Oath of Fagana pretty soon. And as well as about the discussion on the box sets being just abysmally bad because I don't know exactly what went wrong with this version of the box set. But if I had to go out and find one that looks better, that's a problem. So, all in all, we're going to be talking about that and some other things too. But I'm back. I haven't gone anywhere. But again, guys, I do have a lot going on, a lot of things that I'm taking care of behind the scenes. That's keeping me really not too much involved with making videos. But again, I'm gonna try to make videos whenever I can. Thank you so much for watching this video on the Switch 2 announcement and my thoughts. Catch you guys in the next one.